25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. This one underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Panthers offense will go on the attack first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Hands it off. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the ground, he's got it again. Runs through a tackle. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll try the run. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a crease. It's Glover. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Notre Dame's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Irish! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not. Be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the run, it's Glover. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room
the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Kane. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a man. It's Hebert. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Roberts. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Back to throw, it's Hebert. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Card in the backfield. It's Glover. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Oh, better look out. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They send the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
FIU trying to pick up the first. It's 4th down. They'll go to the air. Makes the grab past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. FIU pushing tempo. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Gonna run it. It's Glover. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Steps away to find some room. Got his man on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. Back open in the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, FIU.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking for room. It's Young. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snags it inside the 20. He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line, and that is why explosive plays can change games.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Touchdown, Aaron! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, Dave.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you can tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Now improvising. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's King. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. FIU pushing tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the move, he fires. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Now facing a third and long. Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's King. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. The throw. That's caught. It's King. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. The snap sets up to throw. Got a man. It's King. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
They'll run it on first and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, lose their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Coastal Carolina came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Chants team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking downfield, it's Hebert. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. He makes a grab. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He'll get rid of it. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Right, he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He wants to change this route. Just keeps swinging it. Buys a little extra time. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Got it in the middle, it's Burke. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
He's looking to throw, using his feet to buy time. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give and tick, 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 tick. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Dropping back, it's Hebert. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it. Hard running there. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. FIU pushing tempo. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. Steps away. Makes the grab. Headed to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Slams it ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here come the Irish back on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We keep them in the...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.